You are listening to Two Heels and a Face Wrestling Podcast, a podcast where we believe wrestling is a buffet and there's something there for everyone. Make sure you're following us on all social media such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook under Two Heels and a Face. That's number 2 Heels and a Face. Make sure you check out our website, twoheelsandaface.com.
Era, 2 Heels and a Face.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Two Heels and a Face Wrestling Podcast. On today's episode, wrestling trivia is back. We are finally doing more of it. It was on our last year of the podcast bucket list. This will hopefully not be the last one we do. We have Trent making another appearance. He's on the chase for Principal Steve. Tyler Volz coming back for his second appearance in 2 years. We went, 7 years without having him on, and now he's back-to-back years within the span of probably like 5 or 6 months. But it's an AAW showdown trivia-wise. We'll explain the rules. First of all, Chris, how you doing?
Doing well, man. Let's not forget, Trent is the title holder here. You know, he won that last trivia against Principal Steve, so he's coming here to defend this title against now a co-worker in the AAW locker room.
I think that's something we didn't discuss. Is the trivia title, which doesn't tangibly exist, is that on the line right now, or did Trent bargain for a non-title match?
I'm not going to speak for Trent, but I think he will put his title up on the line. Okay. You know, he so many appearances, such a historian. I think he's not afraid to defend this title.
Such a Two Heels and a Face historian he is. Yes, we're going to talk about AAW's Chi-Town Rumble, which is happening this Friday. So depending on when you're listening to this, January 31st. But we'll bring in the experts to talk about that. And then we can explain some rules and get down to some trivia. This should be really fun. I know last time we did one of these episodes, Jimmy D reached out and said, hey, I really love that format. So I'll be sending this one specifically to you, Jimmy D. So if you're listening, we love you, of course. But Chris, you can bring in our guests then and introduce them.
Yeah, let's bring them in. There he is.
Appears number 22. Yeah,
20. It's 21. You're trying to jump ahead on the count, Trent.
I count the little sound check we did earlier as 21. It's 22 now.
Trent, we're gonna bring you in for like 3 minutes an episode, so you just rack that number up.
All right, deal.
What about what if we had Trent do a segment for the last year?
Perfect.
Like
put it down. Put it down.
Oh, when we labeled it, oh my God, the ideas are coming in. We labeled it Trent things, and it was like the top 5 things now in wrestling that you're just like, either you're like, what, like us, almost like you can take it like Seinfeld, you'd be like, what's with this now? Or you can say like, I don't know, here's who's hot.
Takeaways.
I could do that. All right, let's talk, boys. All I know is I have to beat Steve's record. Okay, I don't even know where all these appearances. Apparently, Steve has 25, whatever it is. I don't know where it all came from. I listened to all your shows. I didn't hear Steve on that much. I don't know, but all I know is he's not coming back at all now because I took care of that. I removed Steve from Chicago. I removed Steve from Two Heels in the Face. I removed Warrior Wrestling from Chicago with my last trivia appearance. I killed him. I took out a religious man of God over pro wrestling. Remember when Vince McMahon wrestled God? This is the closest you're going to get in Chicago. That's what happened.
You Warrior Wrestling is the WCW, and you are Vince McMahon.
I held his fate in my hands during the simulcast. But you guys this is the twist today. So go ahead and introduce my opponent today. This is ridiculous what you guys have pulled on me today. I was saving I had a whole rant for all this today. I was saving it until we got on the air.
I love it. I thought you were ranting before you were holding back on us.
Playing nice. Go bring him in.
Chris, go for it.
You see this?
There he is. Tyler
Who's
Volz.
the third man, brother?
The third man, brother.
Tyler, welcome on. Like I said, you're averaging an appearance a year now over the last 2 years.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you said, we haven't, we went 7 years without making it happen. I do one, and then you guys ultimately decide you're stopping the podcast. Like, what's that?
Yeah, Trent. I'm sure you're mad at us for that, but I don't know if you listen. I would say listen to last week's episode that'll bump those numbers up a little bit. But yeah, it's we're landing this jet nice and safe, but we're gonna have some fun before we leave.
I got to rant. I gotta say this. Number one, man, screw you guys for ending the show because this is ridiculous. What's gonna happen? Who's gonna take it over? I don't understand. What was the go forward plan here? You can't just leave. Who's gonna do this shit now? No one covers this scene other than you guys. Who was gonna cover it?
We were looking for some mentorship here, Trent. I mean, you were a podcaster that had 7 podcasts at one point.
I was podcasting all week before COVID. I had a Patreon. I was going nuts. All right, but that's neither here nor there. I want to know who's taking this one over because you guys can't just leave. Why? I never got. What's the explanation? Why are you guys retiring? What's the reason for this? I know, like, okay, I know Chris has children, family. Charlie, you have no kids. Don't do
No, I have no
There's no excuse.
I think as a whole, I think it's like I think a lot of it is. It's like I think doing the podcast alone can be tough. And I think like Chris and I have kind of seen like our consistency drop. And although we do have a lot of fun doing this, there are months that feel like a slog. Chris and I have talked about it where we're just kind of like we're both busy with stuff and we're just eking out episodes. And we don't even feel like that's not every month. That's maybe about like 30% of the year for the past couple of years, maybe 40. Yeah. But when we talk to a guest, it's really good. It's just, it kind of feels like that point of, I don't want to say burnout because our cadence is like bi-monthly right now. So we're doing it at a good cadence, but it just kind of feels like that point of, where we're kind of losing the luster for it is like right around the corner. And we're trying to get ahead of that. If that makes sense.
You hate wrestling. No, I get it.
I hate wrestling. I don't go to shows.
I get it. I get it. A lot of people hate it now. A lot of people love it now. A lot of people hate it now. It's weird. It's a weird time. But the other rant I got, Tyler, I'm sorry. I got to rant on this part. Last time I was here, I took on Steve. I took on Warrior Wrestling, and I removed Warrior Wrestling from competition. Actually, I don't know why Freelance and Second Wrestling aren't thanking me for removing Steve from the team. That's neither here nor there. But this is ridiculous that the week of a show, you guys cause a family feud by bringing on my brother Tyler Volz here. We are on the same team. We are promoting the same show. One of us is going to obviously lose today, and that's not going to be good. I have to see him in 3 days.
It's going to be so much locker room heat between the two of us. It's like funny. You guys are going to hear about the night that the cops got called at the Berwyn Eagles Club because me and Trent are going to have to go face to face in 3 days.
And it's all their fault. It's all Two Heels in the Face's fault. You're supposed to bring on, either for me or Tyler, somebody from a different company. Because this is how you create heat. You got to write this heat. You can't just cause it in the same house. This is ridiculous. Mike Pekovich is furious that this is happening right now. He's so furious right now.
He's like, both of these guys are doing trivia when they should be in a booking meeting.
They should be posting something online right now. But I will say this. I am not going to call Keith Lipinski as my phone a friend today. The guy, Tyler, who I thought knew everything, totally tanked me on a Ring of Honor question last night. I couldn't believe it. The guy has a WCW New Japan themed bathroom. Okay. And he screwed me on a Ring of Honor question last time. Never forgave him.
Trent is so hot. I've never seen Trent this hot
I'm
before.
more pissed off at you two for ending the show. That's where this all goes.
Snowball effect. It ends with Dr. Keith and his lack of Ring of Honor knowledge. It's
ridiculous.
I think Trent is just a passionate individual. And to answer your question, potting with ego starting back up.
Yes,
he's someone he's on your roster, wants to interview Tupu, part of your future. That guy, I think, right?
Tupu for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want an opinion on Tupu? Ask Tyler. Tyler's seen every Tupu match in AAW up front, so that's the guy, man.
There you go. Yeah, Tyler, the
growing a long way.
Getting involved with recruiting and talent, which is great. And then didn't you guys have a podcast? Didn't Kevin Kellum do something? Where is that?
Oh man! Well, go ahead, Tyler. You're the voice. You take this question.
Oh no, he doesn't want to speak.
We had it going for a little bit, and obviously we had Mike Freeland doing it with us for a little while with Kev Kellum, and then it's just one of those things that it's real life kind of gets in the way. Much like with you guys, it's it kind of gets tough to do a consistent schedule of making sure that you're getting the content out on time and making sure that you're able to keep it fresh, keep it innovative, trying to coordinate with talent to get them to come on and do interviews and stuff. It's tough. And unfortunately, when you can't dedicate the amount of time to it that you would like to do, rather than put out a shoddy product, you just kind of say, let's maybe put it on the back burner for now. Not to say that it won't come back, but I think right now, our main focus is definitely, promoting the Chi-Town Rumble coming up this Friday, and then kind of moving forward with 2025 and finding some new talent and some new a new era for AAW, if you will. I think we're finally finding some footing that we kind of were lacking in 2024 for a little bit. It was definitely a little bit of a trial and error year for us with both talent and just booking decisions, whatever you want to call it. Not necessarily saying anything was bad or good or anything like that, but it was a lot of let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. And now I think we're at a point where we're like, all right, we know exactly what's working. We know how to make it work. Now let's get the right puzzle pieces in place to make it the best that we possibly can.
Yeah.
No, well said.
It was a weird year. 2024 was a weird year for us because we partial schedule. We went back to Berwyn full time. We had to build everybody back. I mean, everybody was a build last year. So, but it's paying off, right?
But our last 4 shows have been
all sellouts,
standing room sellouts. And it's the proof's in the pudding. I mean, obviously having Riddle back into the fold has been absolutely incredible. Stallion Rogers coming back unannounced, unexpectedly, having those two guys back. Both obviously for the live crowd, but also in the background and in the locker room. It's two professionals, and it's just I can't stress that word enough. Two professionals that they conduct themselves that way, they carry themselves that way, and they help everybody around them step their game up that much more. Like it's awesome having guys like that back around.
Shepherds of the fly-in era leading a new group of people into a new era for AAW. So I think it's really cool. I'm just going to clip you on why the podcast, and that's just going to be our reason to. And he was like, why aren't you doing the podcast? I'm just going to send that clip to him. So I'll send that to Trent, and I'll just keep sending it to him every time he has an outburst.
But my favorite part is, you mentioned the fly-in era, but could, this coming Friday, we could see the dawn of the flight to catch era. Ren Jones, who's been like our
this is why he's good.
This is why he's the lead commentator.
For 4 years, this guy was a pet project of us. He was somebody that started off, like we talked about off camera, on the Fight to the Future, into Alive, gaining some footing. He was, brought in as a job guy a couple times under a previous moniker, but then he redeveloped himself into the swag champ himself, Ren Jones, and he's become, just this people's champion, this fan favorite that out of nowhere, it was kind of like this overnight sensation. And you resonate with people like that. You look at people like that and you're like, that's real. And I feel the emotion of him every single time that he speaks. And the crowd, it was just so organic seeing them turn. And I think Trent can agree with this as well. There was a moment where he was, a bad guy, and he was, doing all those dastardly things, talking about how dirty the fans' shoes are and how crusty their socks are, and, your pants don't fit and your shirt's tattered, and, your wife's tits are 2 sizes too small, or whatever it is that he would say. And then there was just this turn to where it was just, no, Ren Jones is our guy. And it was myself, Trent, Mike, Danny. We all kind of just looked at each other and we were like, we got something here. This is time. So it's like, all right, he's the match, obviously. Let's pour some gasoline on it. Let's ignite the flame and let's see where it goes. And 2024 was the story of Ren Jones, in my opinion. And it was his ascent to the top of the card. And now here, the biggest test of his career by a wide margin. Against a guy who's been literally everywhere, championship accolades everywhere, both in wrestling, outside of wrestling, all combat sports. Talking about the King of Bros, Matt Riddle, our current AAW champion. Main event, that's big fight feel to me. When you talk about a main event, this is the build of how you get to a main event to me.
Yeah, dude, it's been awesome to see. I mean, Riddle coming in, a lot of times those vets come in and like an indie could be a day off to them. I never saw him work harder than he did for us the last couple of shows. That dude, the seminar, he did the seminar. We did a seminar before the last show, rolled around with everybody, 25 students, did an individual take with everybody, and then wrestled almost 30 minutes with Beef. It was insane. I mean, just the guy's nuts. But he came in because he loves what we do, what we've done for him.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then Beef too. Nothing to take away from Beef. Like they put on a hell of a match, and it's been Beef was another rise last year. That was another one. Brendan Beef were two guys who anchored.
Congratulations to Beef on all his success. I mean, obviously becoming all elite, doing the things that he's doing in his career. I mean, that's a true success story in its own right. But, that seminar that Riddle did, that was awesome, man. And then we were able to find some people from that, we found Ryan Mathias, we found Eric Surge, two men that are, going to be featured moving forward with us. To me, it's like, all right, those are the kinds of things where you take those chances. You let the new stars, find themselves, so to say. So that was really cool. I'm looking forward to doing some more of that kind of stuff in this upcoming year.
Yeah, I encourage any young wrestlers, anybody on the scene, if there's a seminar in your town, a lot did sign up for this one. Go to a seminar, get experience from somebody who's been at the Riddle level. Invaluable. I mean, that is something you don't want to miss out on. And like Tyler said, we got two people who are going to be going forward with us off that seminar. So don't waste those opportunities. Take it for sure. And you can say you rolled around with Matt Riddle. It's a huge deal. Things like that are pretty cool.
You guys are doing the AAW podcast right now. You're doing it. Like this is the podcast.
How about you just franchise your following and everything over? Just hand me the keys. Franchise it over. Hand me the keys. Give me the passwords to all this. We'll just rebrand it. We'll just take your following. You're done anyway. What the hell do you guys care? It's over. It's over.
Yeah. It's an idea.
Trent, before we get into this trivia, I'm putting you on the spot. Chi-Town Rumble is this Friday. Who's winning?
This is the stupid.
I was just going to ask that question. We don't even need to be here.
Why don't you guys go get a beer? This is the stupidest answer. I can't believe. They actually left. They actually took off.
Huge
Welcome to the new Two Heels in a Face podcast, now rebranded as the AAW podcast. Screw you, Two Heels in a Face. You're out of here. You're retired.
Now we just bury the rest of the scene for the rest of the podcast. Get everything canceled. Get everybody canceled.
I'll tell you what, Matt Nix, I've been dying to say this to you. All right, listen. My pick for this is the worst. It's the stupidest pick I can ever say. But I'll say it anyway. I think Joe Alonzo is going to take this whole thing.
Really?
Dude, the kid's on fire.
You really want to see Joe Alonzo with two belts?
I don't want to, but I feel it's inevitably going to happen. Joe Alonzo is, if Danny Daniels made it to 20s, it would have been Joe Alonzo. And I feel this is like manifest destiny for Danny Daniels, for somebody to carry the legacy on. For Danny had his career cut short. It's a tragic story, But Joe Alonzo could be the one. He could be it. And I think Joe Alonzo is going to be the face of AAW and professional wrestling in Chicago.
It's a bold pick. He is hot, though. He's on fire.
That's a bold
and awful, isn't it? Right?
Can you imagine bold and awful? Joe Alonzo as like double champ would probably be insufferable.
It would be insufferable. But that's what you want. You want someone who's going to anger you, who's going to piss you off to sit down in those seats and watch him get killed.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there.
Tyler, what about you?
I have two answers to this. I think that it could be an unannounced return. The Chi-Town Rumble. You never know who's going to pop up. The potential is out there for anybody to show up.
We've only announced 12, right, Tyler? Only 12 so far, right?
I believe it's 12 or 13. Yeah.
Yeah, we still have some that you guys don't even know. So that's the cool thing. I don't even know them. This is the head of talent relations. I don't know.
But I would have to say that, or truthfully, I look at men like if Stallion Rogers enters this Rumble, he's the most dangerous man to be in that Rumble, because there is not a person on the AAW roster that he is afraid of. And he will run through anybody that gets in his path to get a shot at the AAW championship, whether it's Matt Riddle that holds it, which that would be interesting in its own right. I mean, obviously their relationship is well documented, but he's said it to anybody. It doesn't matter if it's Matt Riddle, Ren Jones, Beef, Jake something. He doesn't care. Stallion Rogers is here. This is a reclamation story for him. And I think if he enters that Rumble, that's 29 men that got to watch their backs.
Yeah. No, he was like he's been pretty much the top of the mountain at AEW. Like, I don't think there's anything that can on anyone except for maybe Riddle on your roster that would like really intimidate him, because he's kind of the old balls now of the group, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what his age is compared to the rest of the roster, but like that dude's been a guy before for you. So like he's not going to be intimidated by anything, I don't think.
It's cool to have him back, man. I think he's grown. The WWE run, Japan, he came in with a lot more than he left with. So it's pretty cool to have him.
Yeah.
I think
Go ahead,
for
Chris.
2 heels and a face pick, I didn't consult this with Charlie.
Oh man.
But
Oh,
Chico is our boy.
holy
Chico
shit.
Suave.
That was ready to go.
We've used that one before.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Potting with Ego. Like I said, once you're done, if you're done listening to us this year, head on over. Start with Potting with Ego now. Robert Ego Anthony is like, I'm hurt in the ring, and Chico is coming to my aid, and like instead of like the crowd feeling sorry for him, he's like, they started Chico chant. Like he's just like, no matter like what you do with him, like he's over. He's just like, you know, you could put him in like a clown suit out there and people would love it. You could not. You could have him like, you know, talk shit about Matt Riddle. People would love it. Like no matter what you do with this guy, he's over.
I said you're everybody's best friend. You're everybody's best friend, Chico. That's what you are.
That's what he is.
All right, people are Chico.
You could tell Chris had those assets ready. We've been using those.
Oh,
before.
big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah.
But really quickly, so Chi-Town Rumble, January 31st. I think doors are at 6:30. Berwyn Eagles Club. I mean, if you don't know, you got to know what that is.
World famous.
World famous. I haven't seen the new floors in person. But looking forward to seeing him. Tickets available at AAWpro.com.
And they have a chicken shack in there now too.
Oh man, yeah. Tell them about the chicken shack. We got
Harold's Chicken.
Come up.
They if you haven't been to the Berwyn Eagles Club in the past, I'd say 3 months or so, they put a Harold's Chicken in the back where the kitchen was. So now they serve Harold's Chicken during the show.
It's nice. They got the storefront. They got an iPad you order on. They got screens. The Berwyn Eagles Club has really come up, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They were already
But
number one.
Cash only, huh?
Cash only, son of a bitches, man.
Hey, why pay 3% in credit card processing fees when you could just do cash only?
That's, I agree.
The Modelos are cheaper than at the LSA. I love the LSA, but I take the Berwyn Eagles Club prices. And then so we have Riddle versus Jones. It looks like Beef versus Rogers, maybe, and I don't know if both of those guys are in the Rumble. And then also Sierra versus Maggie Lee, AAW Women's Championship. I would put the
Berwyn Street Fight, baby.
Yeah, that's what it says right here. I would put Maggie Lee and Sierra both in the Rumble too, if possible. Like I want to see Maggie Lee get a shot at some of these people, because I'm calling it right now. Like we're gonna write probably one more Shy 25 list. We released ours from 2024. Maggie Lee, I think, was 7th. I feel like she could be 1 when we write that list.
She is the definition of a rising star. And if either of them do enter the Rumble, they would join Masha Slamovich. Masha was a female competitor who entered the Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
Won it, and, obviously cashed in that women's championship opportunity, 20 minutes later, if that. But, and you mentioned Sierra, but you also got to, in the same vein, Joey Avalon. I mean, much like Ren Jones, much like Beef, 2024 was another one. That's a story of Joey Avalon. This is a man who's, I wish he would have started taking his career as serious as he is now 6 years ago, because he would be, without question, one of the top performers in the country. Everybody would be talking about Joey Avalon. He would be a household name, hands down.
Joey Avalon and Isaiah Moore. Keep your eyes open.
Yes.
That's it. And for that matter, we're looking over our tag champs, Russ and Schaff.
They were on there. They're on the list.
The Hellhounds have talk about turning something and like turning these two guys into the modern day Road Warriors. That was awesome. And
they have a name now. That's their name.
They have a name. Officially, the name is the Hellhounds.
Hellhounds Kill Crew.
Kill Crew, yeah.
That's
So-
it's perfect for them. They look like they kill people.
They got tons of merch now. All of a sudden, they're like marketing geniuses. Name, logo, three shirts, beanies coming up. Apparently, next year they got beanies, hats. I'm like,
Perfect.
What the hell happened here? Russ Jones is just flaunting cash because they're selling out everything at the merch table nowadays. It's nuts. It's nuts.
That's great. I love that. Okay.
Mike Bennett back in the house. I mean, we could talk all day long.
Oh, geez.
Show this Friday, but we're here for some trivia. We're here to dominant AAW wrestling trivia sensation that there is. Let's get to the rules. Let's get this going.
Yeah. Trent, are you putting the title on the line?
It's on the line. I mean, listen, it's basically gonna stay in the same house if he takes it from me. But title's on the line. Let's go. I really need to get you guys a new photo to use for that. That is an old photo of me. Hair was a lot thicker back then.
Yeah, but, that new photo of me, Carl Allen Media, shout out.
Big time. See, I don't get those. Tyler gets all these awesome pictures taking them. The rest of the crew does. I never get a promo shot. No photo. No, I got one or two taken.
Dude,
and I had Basil.
You're on one today.
Yeah. Basil took my promo photo, but he's like one of my best friends. So of course he's gonna take one from me. But nobody else does. Carl Allen Media. I work with them all day long. Never did he come and say, "Hey, Charlie, let me take a photo of you for the crew." No, nothing. I got nothing. Tyler's those great photos, but Tyler's also really freaking handsome, man. Tyler, every day I have a beautiful shot of Tyler in my newsfeed in the gym, hitting it all day long. Dude,
playing in bed, bro.
That is a daily thing.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Trent doing his best Rodney Dangerfield.
That's all I'm good for.
No respect. He's on. Let's channel that energy, Trent. Let's channel that energy into some trivia fun. Let's see if Tyler can survive. I think Tyler will have a few tricks up his sleeve. So the rules. So we had last time when Trent killed Warrior Wrestling. There was 7. It's funny too, Trent. It's funny you said Sean versus Brett. I'll explain that later. It's funny that you said that. But there's 7 rounds. Okay, each round has a theme, and each round has 2. I would like to try and say evenly written questions. I wrote these questions. I'm not perfect at it. I tried. So depending on who goes first, we're going to spin a wheel to see that. Let's say Trent goes first. He's going to answer his question or get asked his question and then 35 seconds to answer it. Okay. If he gets it right, he gets a point. And then Tyler is going to get a similar question in that same round, same theme. If you answer Tyler, you get a point. If Trent were to miss his question, it could potentially be stolen. You'll have 35 seconds to steal, Tyler. And vice versa. So if you miss your question, Tyler, it could be stolen. And then we'll go on to round 2. There are 3 lifelines. One lifeline you have to commit to using before I'm going to say the name of the round, but before any questions are asked. That's called the double up. So you make your question worth 2 points instead of 1 point. Okay. So if you hear something, you're very confident about it, you can double it up. If we get to round 7 and you guys haven't used your double up, you're going to use it on that round. We're going to make the questions worth 2. I got a treat on the round 7, a treat for you guys. So also there's so actually it's technically 8 rounds because there's a bonus round, but we'll get to that when we get to that. The other lifeline, then there's 2 lifelines that you can use like after the question is asked. So there's the phone a friend. So you can literally call someone, or you can, if you have someone in the next room or something like that, a roommate or a spouse or whatever, you can bring them in if they might know it. Trent is changing his name. Oh God, I got to plug in my computer. Hold on. What does that say, Trent?
Sign the petition to keep 2 heels in the face alive. I'm putting messages on while we're we're advertising.
That's well within your rights. So there's the phone a friend. You'll call them and they'll have 35 seconds to talk it out with you. And then you get another 35 to answer the question. So it's kind of a decent time waster too. And then there's the guess twice, which means You can give an answer within the first 35 seconds. If you want to use your guess twice, you can then get another 35 seconds with another answer. Okay? So double up, guess twice, phone a friend. Those are the lifelines. Okay? You each get one each. And you can't use any lifelines on a steal. You can only use lifelines when it's your question. And if you are doubling up, if you're making your round work too, you can't use a phone a friend or anything like that. You got to know it. That's where it's like a double or nothing kind of thing almost.
Okay,
cool. Is that enough rules or is that good?
It's pretty. I'm actually pretty impressed with the detail of these rules, Tyler.
So this game, I ripped the format right from a YouTube show, and some people may have different opinions on like this company, but this is The Dozen from Barstool Sports.
Oh, okay.
Barstool Sports trivia show hosted by Jeff D. Lowe is called The Dozen. This is the format. I just ripped it. And I do this for my coworkers actually, and they enjoy it too. So cool. All right. Trying to think if there's any other. Oh, you have to say final answer. We won't accept it unless you say final answer, or we will. There you go. Or we'll accept the last thing that we heard. I think last time Trent was playing, and it was your niche was TNA, and you're like, I don't know. I think it might be Sonata. I'm just, I don't know if it's Sonata. And then the timer ran out, and it was Sonata. We gave you the points because that was the last thing we heard. So we'll take the last thing we heard. I'm going to do the timer, and then Chris is going to do all the other assets pretty much.
All right, but we're going to spin the wheel to see who goes first.
We're going to spin the wheel. You do that, yes.
Is there a wheel?
All right.
There's a wheel.
There is a wheel.
Oh, look at this. It's a custom wheel.
Trent Volz.
Trent Volz. If you were 2, we're 1.
All right, Tyler.
The challenger.
The pressure's on.
All right, let's do it.
All right, and then we're going to just follow that cadence. So the category for the first round is finishing maneuvers, finishing moves. So Tyler's going to get his question first in this round. Then Trent will get a question in this round. And then round 2, Trent will go first. Tyler will go second. We'll just kind of follow that cadence. And I'll explain the bonus round when we get there. Bonus round is worth 2 points. And you have something called a niche category, which is worth 2 points. You can't use lifelines on that either. So that's we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay. Trivia time. Let's do it. Chris, do we have any open music or no?
We can put some open music. Here we go. Why not?
I don't know what this is. We didn't plan this. Okay. Stock opening music.
You can find it on Hemi's new album.
Was that a Hemi song?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
If it was, you guys owe me like 8 cents.
All right. So the category, like I said, finishing moves, finishing maneuvers. Does anyone want to double up this category? I know it's early, but does anyone want to make it worth 2 points?
Let's ease into this.
Yeah.
It's like making love.
Not blowing the high spot just yet.
Yeah, come on.
Well, speaking of high spots, all right, I'll ask the question. I'll start the timer. I'll give you a little countdown when it's like 5 seconds too. And then Chris will hit the buzzer. Remember, Chris, they got to say final answer. Okay. So if they say something wrong and don't say final answer, don't buzzer them out because that'll be very jarring. Got it. Okay. First question for Tyler. Finishing moves worth 1 point. The question is, Billy Kidman used this top rope finishing maneuver.
Oh, shooting star press. Final answer.
That is correct.
Wait a second. Didn't he call it something else? He
called it the 7-year itch.
7-year itch
when he was part of the Flock.
No, I know.
Wait a minute.
He wasn't dressed as the Flock in the picture.
Are we moving goalposts here? What is this? The 7-year itch?
No, it's I have Shooting Star Press written down.
The picture that was used, he was
Fair.
dressed as the WCW Cruiserweight Champ Kidman, not Flock heroin addict Kidman.
You mean the Kidman that pinned Hulk Hogan? Nobody remembers that part, huh?
FUNB.
I should have prefaced that. Yes, it's just the basic name of the move. That's what
The fix is in. Clearly, the fix.
Trent. I would not want to bump into Trent today.
He's gonna be fired up, man.
Fired up, baby.
Did you hurt someone at the L today?
If I beat him.
Let's go. Let's keep this going.
All right. I just basic version of the move, not necessarily the name. For Trent.
Yeah.
Juventud Guerrera uses top rope finishing maneuver.
Oh, it was the 450 slash.
Final answer?
Final answer. Sorry. Final answer.
Correct. There you go. Nice little warm up for the both of you.
I love Hoovy. We got to hang out with him in Milwaukee. He's a good guy. He's fun.
The Juicy House. Chris Jabroni, Chetty.
Everything really is like juicy. Chris, you talked to him, right? Like he really describes everything as juicy. Like that's what he does. Like that's not a gimmick. Like he talks about like, oh, this is juicy, and that's. I'm like, wow, this is real life. Holy shit.
My favorite Hoovy moment is when he forgot Trent's name when he was cutting a promo in the ring at LSA. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Anyone remembers that? This is the funniest. It's so funny that it happened to Trent too.
I don't remember. Wait, what am I forgetting here?
I think this was at the LSA, and he's like, oh guys, was this, or I have like a weird sleeper cell memory that's not true.
Holy shit!
That I Nelson Mandela myself, but he's like, and you motherfucker, and he just like, and like he couldn't get his name out. Not you, Trent, the wrestler Trent.
Oh, I was like, where did I come into all this? And
what's
you, motherfucker?
Yeah,
and you,
and he's like, I'm Trent.
Chris Jabroni, Chetty. My favorite was when he walked out with the replica WCW Cruiserweight title around his waist, and I had never heard Phil Colvin laugh so hard, and I'm just like, I'm shocked Danny let him do that, because Danny hates when people do stuff like that.
I think he put it on right before he went out. That was the funny part. I think he hit it until he went out there.
Oh man, I guess you're a legend. You can get away with that stuff, I guess. Okay, this is a category that I don't think we did last time, and it was requested by Trent. And so this one might be a good one for you to double, but once again, you can't use lifelines on it. This is the golden era, 85 to 92, golden era. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to double this? Anyone?
No,
not yet.
Okay. All right. We're gonna do Trent first. We're gonna show you an image of a wrestler from that era. Give me their ring name, or if they have multiple, give me one of their ring names. Okay.
All right,
Chris, go show it for Trent.
It's Hercules or Hercules Hernandez. Also, final answer.
That's correct.
Final answer.
Bing.
Hercules Hernandez, Hercules, the mighty Hercules.
Yes.
You got it. Those are all three of his monikers. Do we have a Bing sound, Chris?
We do have a Bing sound.
I have a cowbell. I have a cowbell if that
helps. All right. Okay. Let's close out this work document. I don't need that up on my computer. Okay. That scores 2-1 in favor of Trent, but Tyler has a chance to make it 2-2. We're going to show you another wrestler from that era, and Chris, you can show it now. Oh, it has the name on it.
Who the hell could that be?
Who could that be?
Apparently somebody that likes to sell cigarettes. That's who that was. That's Dino Bravo.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Wait a minute.
This is why I put the images in the.
Put that back up there. I got it just for people.
Put the blank one.
No. Put the other one back up. No, don't put the blank.
This is the one that went up, isn't it?
Is it? Is it the fix is totally in here, Tyler?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just so happen to have
This
a
is
friend.
ridiculous.
I have a friend who is the biggest Dino Bravo fan on the planet, and he talks about him nonstop. So I know who Dino Bravo is.
Oh,
That is correct. The wrong
guess
image is shown. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the bonus content you get to see.
This is unbelievable. This is a conspiracy from minute
correct.
one. Minute one, this fix has been in. I feel like this is like the 1919 Chicago White Sox. Like the fix is totally in.
Tyler, what do you think? Would you have done that one?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Good. We don't feel so bad now. Okay.
Yeah, if they were on WrestleMania 3, I know who they are.
Got it.
Watch that VHS tape religiously.
87, biggest mania of all time. In psychologically, that's what turned the corner in the business.
187,000 fans in the Silverdome, brother.
Listen, man, I know they've had bigger manias since, but something about 3 still, it's the one, man.
No, it's Hogan and Andre, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the biggest star at that time versus the biggest star of all time. I mean, it's
awesome.
That shit doesn't happen anymore.
I got a feeling a lot of points are going to be scored in this game. Got a feeling.
I think you overestimate how much I actually like wrestling. But go ahead.
Do we know what the score was last time, Chris? Do you have it written down?
You mean when I took Warrior Wrestling out of town? That one? Is that what we're talking about? The last score? Oh yeah.
Hold on, I might have deleted the scoreboard. I have the questions over here. It's not important. Okay, we're moving on to round 3. Round 3 is wrestling promo quotes. I think we had this one last time on the show, on the trivia show, the show within a show. Wrestling promo quotes. Does anyone want a double?
Not yet.
Not on quotes.
Okay. All right. We're going to do Tyler first this time. All right. I'll start reading the question, and then Chris can put the right image up. Got it?
Got it.
All right. For Tyler. During a famously botched promo in WCW, Sid Vicious / Psycho Sid, I don't know which one he was at the time, accidentally admitted he had blanks, there's a couple words there, of his opponent while trying to insult him, creating one of the most unintentionally hilarious moments in wrestling history.
Well, actually, I have half the brain that you do. Final answer.
That is correct.
Oh, good one. That's a good one.
Did you know that one, Trent?
I did. Yeah, I know the promo. It's a great promo. It's a great promo. But I didn't catch it right away. I was thinking like, what the hell did he say? But I know the promo. All right, good stuff.
All right.
You're killing me right now.
You guys would have more points. You're crushing it in general. Yeah, shout out to the impression too. Good impression. All right, wrestling promo quotes for 1 point for Trent Zuberi.
Yes, sir.
At WrestleMania 30, Hulk Hogan mistakenly referred to the venue that it was in, which is the Saint Stadium, as the blank during his opening promo, much to the amusement of the crowd.
The Silverdome. We just talked about it.
He just talked about it.
He said it like 4 times too. Final answer.
Correct.
Dang, final answer. No, he like said, I remember him saying it like 4 times. I actually watched Mania 30 at Bourbon Street. It was a party hosted by AAW.
I believe it. You walk into any different room at Bourbon Street, and there's just a different vibe in it. It's like 4 bars in one.
It was hosted by AAW, and the special guest was the franchise Shane Douglas, who walked around schmoozing everybody at the table. How you doing there, bud? And I'm like, this is great. This is awesome. Thank God, Shane Douglas.
Brought Mike Petrovich into the business.
Sure did.
There you go. Little AAW history. Okay. Now, the score is going to be a little separated. We are at round 4. This is the bonus round, and it's worth 2 points, no lifelines. Okay, so the winner of this is going to make the score 5-3. It's tied at 3 right now. How this works? It's going to be like a penalty shootout, best of 5. Okay, so 3 right answers versus 2 wins, et cetera, et cetera. So there's going to be a point where if one person gets an answer wrong early, but then gets 4 in a row, and the other person gets 5, you lose the bonus round. If it gets past 5, it's going to be sudden death. Okay, think of it like I know there's not a ton of soccer watch. It depends on who you're asking, I guess. Chris watches a ton. He knows the format. I am more so over the past couple of years, but it's going to be one question, many answers. Okay. One question, many answers. Last time we did this, I think we had the people in alphabet name 30 people in alphabetical order, or at the top of the first half of the alphabet that were in like the World War III triple ring rumble, which would have been a good one for this rumble themed podcast. So Trent was naming, like he said, like Chris Benoit and Chavo Guerrero and stuff like that. C starts with C, and he ended up beating Steve. Okay, anywhere to 2 points. So we're gonna one question. We're gonna go back and forth. So we'll start with Trent. We'll start with Trent. You'll have an answer. You'll be able to answer, and then an answer that fulfills the question, and then we'll go back to Tyler, and it's best of 5. Okay.
All right.
Cool. And we're still going to need final answer on everything, and still ding. The question is wrestlers who have won the WWF European Championship. Wrestlers who have won the WWF. I could already tell we're going to be in sudden death. I can already tell. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So give me a second too, because I need to kind of switch between tabs, and I'm keeping track on a different tab. So just give me a second in between. Okay.
Right.
We're going to start with Trent, I believe, because Tyler went first last round. Wrestlers who won the WWE before it was like dissolved, right? It was dissolved at some point, but this is people who won the WWF European Championship. Trent, go.
D'Lo Brown, final answer.
That is correct. You can ding them. Give me 1 second. Let me mark that off. And D'Lo. Is this Trent on the left here? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, Tyler.
Jeff Jarrett, final answer.
Jeff Jarrett. That is correct. Thank you. All right, so it's gonna start. It sounds like we know a lot or got a lot in the bank, but it'll get to sudden death soon. Okay, that is correct. And then Trent, to you.
The inaugural British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, final answer.
That is correct. Showing off a bit with that that inaugural.
Go for that extra half point there.
All right, Tyler, to you.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, final answer.
Yeah, that's right. He had it too.
Triple H is correct. Chris is finding these before I am. I love the dings though. Okay, back to Trent.
Shawn Michaels, final answer.
That is correct. Shawn, I'm going to mark him off. If I can find him, I should have put these in alphabetical order. Okay, Tyler, to you.
Shane McMahon, final answer.
Ooh, deep cut there, Tyler.
Both of you guys showing off a little bit. Shane O'Mac is correct. To you, Trent.
I believe Jericho had it. Final answer.
Yes, he is on there. That is correct. Y2J. Tyler?
Perry Saturn, final answer.
What's another deep cut? Yeah.
I'm not even gonna start the timer until we get to a certain point. There's no point. Okay, so that is 4 each listed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Trent, to you.
This might be this might be a risky one, but I'm gonna say Road Dogg, final answer. What do you have? No, he didn't have it. I thought he had it. Should have gone with my safe bet. I had one. I knew another one.
That is incorrect.
Fuck, I thought he had it.
Okay, to win the 2 points, Tyler Volz.
X-Pac, final answer.
Damn it.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Can I keep going for more bonus points?
You can keep going if you want to show off.
Test. We got Mark Henry. Yeah. We got D'Lo Brown. The final champion, Rob Van Dam. I'll just leave it at that.
Did Owen have it too?
Owen did have it.
Owen did have it, right? I was gonna go with Owen instead of
Owen Hart.
Fuck, man, I'm a big Owen Hart guy. Should have said
Owen Hart, Al Snow, Midian, Jeff Hardy, William Regal, Eddie Guerrero, Christian, Val Venus, Kurt Angle. I have Matt Hardy on here too, as well as Mark Henry, Bradshaw, the Hurricane, DDP, Spike Dudley, Crash Holly.
Damn it!
What a list!
Good one, Todd. Well played, my friend. But it ain't over.
The European Championship was actually my favorite championship growing up because I loved the look of it and the fact that it had the red strap on the back. And X-Pac was my second favorite wrestler growing up. So I religiously loved everything he did. So
it's a nice belt. I have a friend who's got a replica of it. It is a pretty belt. One of the better ones they did.
Love it. Okay. All right. Moving on. So we have that was technically the bonus round. So then we have that doesn't have a number associated. We have round 4. We have round 5, which is the niche category round, which you can't double. Round 6 and round 7. So you can either double round 4, round 6, or round 7.
All right. If
you want those 2 points. Otherwise, if you take it into round 7, your question is going to be worth 2. We're going to make you use it. Spice things up a little bit. Okay. Round 4 is match types. Match types. All right. We're going to start with Tyler on this one. Okay. Does anyone want to double match types?
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm gonna go to round 7 and be forced to double it there. Don't let me in Vegas. Don't let me in Vegas at all. Go ahead.
Score is 5-3. Okay. This is for Tyler. Which infamous ECW match type involved wrestlers taping their fists, dipping them in glue, and then coating them with shards of glass, creating one of the most brutal stipulations in wrestling history?
It's the Type A death match. Final answer.
He knows.
He knows. That is correct.
He knows.
Ian Rotten. If it had Ian Rotten, I know it.
Oh, God.
That's true. All right. For Trent, I got to write a harder quiz next time. I don't think we've gotten past 20 seconds left, 24 seconds left on any of these out of 35. Okay. Match types for Trent for 1 point. Which ECW match type involved a weapon, often a barbed wire wrapped object suspended above the ring on a hook, requiring wrestlers to climb the ladder to retrieve it and use it in a match? Mind you, this could be, I think, a pinfall submission to end the match, but there was a certain name that involved climbing a ladder, grabbing something, and being able to use that weapon.
Was it the Stairway to Hell match?
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, sorry.
Yeah, that is correct. The cowbell comes out. Stairway to Hell.
I was a little shaky for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do miss some ECW. I got a bunch on a shelf. I should watch it. It's just time.
I used to have before they put out the network and you were able to, watch everything pretty much on demand. I actually bought from somebody online 1996 through 2000 Hardcore TV, nice. The original copies. So it was OG Music. Oh, nice. That stuff is fucking great.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I got a bunch of stuff like that too. That's how you gotta watch it. The original with the commercials in it and shit. That's the way to do it.
Oh God, yeah. The commercials of the actual commercials that would be shown on TV, and then the ECW commercials mixed in.
Yeah.
There are those that say that
all filmed in the producer Ron Bruzzese' basement and shit. That's such a different time.
We used to joke anytime that we had to do anything like that with an AAW show, it'd be the night Keith Lipinski danced atop the Logan Square Auditorium.
Oh boy, we got to get Keith. I might need to grab Keith's number. We got to get Keith on for one of these. That was obviously. I just think Tyler is just much better at responding to Instagram DMs. No offense, Keith. And I knew that I'd get a response from Tyler fairly quickly. So that's why, besides the fact that we wanted him back on too. So
he popped up 2-3 shows ago, Tyler. He just happy snuck into Berwyn.
Yep. For snuck in randomly.
during a show, and I was like, "Holy shit!" You know, it's like seeing a ghost, you know. And like, I think he jumped in on a promo, did his famous countdown. If nobody knows the famous countdown,
Filming a promo.
Yeah, so you hear echoing through the halls of Logan Square, Berwyn. It's shooting a promo in 5, 4, 3, and you never say 2 and 1, you know, because it's Wayne's World.
Yes, exactly. And that's so no one like walks around the corner saying a story, right? In the promo.
Right. So I said, Keith, jumping on a count. Come on, just jumping on it for old times' sake. I do miss the good doctor. I do miss him very much.
That's great. We gotta. He's been on randomly before one of our episodes. We're gonna hit 300 by the end of the year, but I don't think we've ever done like a video one with him. I think that might have been like
that was pre-video era.
Pre-video era, yeah. We'll get him on. Okay, this is the niche category round. Okay, the questions were 2 points, no lifelines. Hopefully, maybe these are a little harder. And this is Brett versus Sean. So Trent's niche category. He didn't ask for it. Last time we did TNA Impact, but in true Dozen style, you actually rotate your niche category. So I just assigned Trent's niche category Bret Hart. So this category is Bret Hart because I know he's told multiple stories on this podcast about his love for Bret. Reached out to Tyler and said, "What's your favorite wrestler?" He said Shawn Michaels. Oh, yeah. So his niche category is Shawn Michaels. It couldn't have been more fitting. I
love Tyler. I truly do. I love this guy. He's like a brother, but I hate Shawn Michaels. And that's the one thing that we disagree on. I hate Michael Hinkenbottom. I hate that guy. I was a Marty Jannetty guy. Put it that way. I hate Shawn Michaels so much that I wish I was Marty Jannetty's tag team partner because I hate Shawn Michaels. That's the one area that Tyler and I will very much disagree on. But speaking of Bret, right there, I have Bret Hart sunglasses from SummerSlam '94, signed by Bret.
Wink.
And he marked them 1994, even though I got him signed in 2016.
Did I Dreamwave?
No, that was at Days of the Dead in Schaumburg. Nice.
Yeah. I at the barbecue in Jay Repsol's locker room with Shawn Michaels once. That was career highlight.
I love how you both got Mark stories.
Barbecue that was catered by Mr. Harlan Logan, the father of Sabotage Sean Logan.
Yeah, that's he's a legacy barbecue family, Sean Logan. Sabotage
really?
Sean Logan. Oh yeah. If the wrestling thing doesn't work out for him, I mean, he's got like a whole barbecue empire to take over.
What about franchising a Logan's Roadhouse?
That'd be awesome.
Are those restaurants, or is that? Did I just name the thing from the movie where they Patrick Swayze fights everyone at the bar? That's just Roadhouse.
That's just Roadhouse.
That's
just
Roadhouse. Yeah. There is Logan's Roadhouse restaurants, isn't there?
There's Jake Gyllenhaal in the new one.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fine. It was fine.
It's cheesy. Trent.
If it wasn't called Roadhouse, it would have been a good movie.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Don't call it Roadhouse. Let Roadhouse be, and then just let Jake Gyllenhaal do something else. Outhouse. Because it's shit. No, it's fine.
All right. These around.
It's not a Bret Hart match. You know?
We're gonna do. Oh no! Oh
I kid.
You know what's funny too? Arguably the two best in the ring as well. If you just wanted to like talk about straight in ring, two very different styles. But I always put Sean as my favorite like in ring person. But Bret, it's a completely different style, but you could argue that as well.
93 through 97, 98 was held together by those two. I think those guys set the tone for how hard you had to work in that company to make it. There's no doubt about it. I mean, like I said, not a Sean fan or not. The guy's a phenomenal performer. I'm not gonna take that away from those two. But two egos that big or two talent levels that high, it was inevitable that you'd implode. But I'm glad they made their peace. It's nice now. It's nice.
Well, hopefully more doesn't start over these questions.
Yeah, that's right. This is it.
There you go. Okay, so we're 2 points, no lifelines, 35 seconds. This is kind of it's a question kind of about their career, who they wrestled, and like kind of, transitional champion stuff is kind of the theme of the question. Okay.
All right.
Great. All right. For Trent first. After wrestling with an extreme, quote unquote, extremely high fever and against doctor's orders, Bret Hart dropped his IC title to this wrestler, who would go on to drop the title to Rowdy Roddy Piper 2 days later, setting up Piper versus Bret at WrestleMania 8. Who is this transitional champion?
The Bouncy. Don't you know who I am? I'm the Bouncy.
Say your final answer.
Final answer.
That is correct. That brings the score to tied, but there's a 2-point question for Tyler that needs to be asked. So brings it to 6-6. Tyler, you're going to get your question next to widen that gap back to 2. Okay. This is for Tyler. Shawn Michaels' question. We're 2 points. No lifelines. In May 1993, on an episode of Raw, Shawn Michaels was shockingly upset in a match for the IC title by a former tag team wrestler who only went on to defend that title once against Bam Bam Bigelow before dropping the belt back to Shawn on a house show in June. Who is this short-term IC champion?
That would be Party Marty Jannetty. Final answer.
That is correct. Now, twice now the answer has been said before the question comes. You damn
awesome.
blabbermouths. I love it. Okay, I love the tidbits too in between the questions.
Had he not screwed up that run up, he was set up for something really good. Mark, that was such a botch on Marty's part.
Oh God, his entire career was a botch on his part. He had that. When did he come back? What was that? 2006
when he had that 5-star match against Kurt Angle on Raw, out of nowhere.
And then they signed him, and then he
screwed up again.
Did Marty Jannetty things, and now he's my favorite Facebook friend in the history of Facebook.
He's fantastic. He is insane on Facebook. Holy shit. That guy's something else. I met him once, also at the same Days of the Dead that I met Bret Hart. And he was so hammered that he had a copy of the AAWA tag team title there. And he's like, Marty, when I was a kid, man, I always wanted to be your tag team partner, man. I love you, Marty Jannetty. He's like, brother, as far as I'm concerned, you are. Take it. And he puts the belt on my shoulder. I'm like, I can have this. He goes, it's all yours, brother. I love you. And I'm like walking away. I'm like, hey, all right. And it's like handlers like, whoa, wait a minute. Can't take that. I'm like, you just gave it to me. They're like Marty, you can't just give away it was original AW tag team.
Listen, my best friend Marty Jannetty just told me that I am his tag team partner for life, and we are the eternal AWA tag team champions.
Awesome. It was awesome. I was this close to getting away with that. It was great.
I'd have took off. I'd have just ran.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Like, holy shit! He just gave me a title belt.
Just when we think we have every tidbit from Trent. Actually, I never thought that. I never thought it. And then pulls another story out of his ass. And that's why we love him.
Brother.
That's why he's been on the pod at 21 times and counting.
21.
We're gonna get you that record. We're gonna get you that right. Hopefully, Principal Steve isn't listening to this.
Who?
Right.
Wait, who? Yeah, right. Principal. Go check in Milwaukee. That's where I told Principal. I said, Steve, get out of here. I destroyed you at trivia. You can't show your face around Chicago again. Take it to Milwaukee. That's what he's doing now. Steve, I love you, but your time had come.
Just brutal.
I remember he
heel promos out here.
He missed a couple of simple ones, and I was like, you can't show your face around here. You cannot promote a show in Chicago after missing some who wasn't main event at WrestleMania 3. He's I don't know, Steamboat Savage. And I was like, you're out. You're out. You were out.
No.
He's out here naming guys that never even wrestled for WWF.
Sting and what's it? North the Barbarian?
Sting
and Papa Shango? I don't know.
You're out.
Oh man, I think my goal next time, if you do both of you guys do one of these, is to try and stump you. I'll have to try to find some really either poorly word the questions or some real deep cuts. Okay. All right. So round 6. So everyone has their lifelines. You can choose to. I'll tell you the theme of the round. You could choose to double this, but then you can't use your phone a friend guess twice. Or you can use your phone a friend guess twice on this, and then you'll have to double round 7. Okay.
All right.
So there's still points to be had. No one has even attempted to steal because of our wizards. So let's see if this and you guys blank and points can be stolen. This is wrestling themes. Wrestling themes. These are both from theme songs. Yes, entrance themes. Sorry. These are both from the same WWE The Music soundtrack. I won't tell you which one. But yeah, so they should hopefully be somewhat semi-even. Okay, Chris is going to play. Who went first last time? Not Brett. Trent went first last time. So we're gonna start off with Tyler here. We're gonna play 20 seconds of this theme. Tell me the wrestler. Looking for their name at the current time. Okay, their ring name at the current time. Okay, Chris, take it away.
If you close your eyes, your life, and if you choose reveal, since you never lived, it scars never healed. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side.
We're gonna listen to the whole thing.
It's Christian.
Say it again.
It's Christian.
Is that your final answer?
My final answer.
That is correct.
Oh man.
Oh shit! I didn't ask you guys if you wanted to double, did I? You guys didn't want to double, did you?
I didn't.
Well, now I did.
No.
I'll take.
No one said anything. No one said anything when I explained
No one said
it.
anything.
So it looks like we're bringing those points to the final round. Okay.
Oh yeah.
It actually, it's good. I kind of like the final round. I kind of like that. It's going to be worth 2. It should be good. Okay. Wrestling themes for Trent. You're going to get 20 seconds. Take it away, Chris, when you're ready.
Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. I like to sing with the radio. I like to play it real loud. I like to drive with the top down, rolling like thunder, always strong.
Wow, I have no idea whatsoever. Absolutely zero idea at all.
You can use a lifeline. You can use both of them if you want.
Can I use Tyler as my lifeline for this?
No. You want to call Dr. Keith again?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh,
man. No. We're gonna. So if I use a lifeline, I cannot double in round 7, right?
No, you can. You just can't double and then use a lifeline.
Okay, so I can call somebody for the lifeline here.
Do you want to call someone? I stopped to answer your question. I stopped the timer, but you have 12 seconds. I'm about to restart it. Do you want to use the lifeline?
Let's use the lifeline.
Okay.
I like
All
the
right.
radio. Is that what it was? Can I text them? Because calling might be a little out of nowhere right now.
Okay, so here's the rule. How it happens usually is I guess I didn't tell you guys ahead of time. So usually, like, people have their phone a friend. So I'll give you a break here. If you call and they don't pick up, usually the lifeline bricks. Okay.
Okay.
But I'll let if you call and they don't pick up, or I can let you text, or I can have you text them, but that would burn both of your lifelines. It would burn your guest twice and your phone a friend. So you either call and use one lifeline, or you burn both, which you can, and you text, and then you have the phone call after.
All right, let's burn them. Let me go to the text.
Okay.
Okay.
Send the text.
So texting Brian on the crew here. You guys can see it for proof. That's Brian. Okay.
Do we feel he'll pick up?
Well, I'm texting him. Yeah, he's already seen.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay. I like the radio. Is that the fucking song?
No. we can. I'm trying to figure out how we can have him hear the audio.
Can you record audio?
Could you unplug your headphones and have it come off your computer, maybe, and he can listen to it?
Well, I'm asking. I'm saying which WWE wrestler had a theme song said I like the radio in the lyrics.
Okay, wait. Tell him not to look it up, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
No look up.
It says it was "Oh Radio, tell me everything you know," I think is the lyric.
Okay.
Don't look it up. You're on a trivia show. Put that in there.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Tyler knows it already. He's giving me that smirk of like.
Oh, I knew it the second that it started.
Really?
Tyler's getting cocky over there too. He just made
He's
a hand
responding.
signal.
I got a typing going on
Okay.
here. That's he's typing. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Like radio. Oh, radio.
Can you see
Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder. Final answer.
Okay, we're gonna give you that. We're gonna give you that. That is correct.
I did not watch that era. I didn't watch. I
figured it was gonna be hard for you, yeah.
Tyler even did the
Yeah.
framing. Tom.
Long Island IC.
I don't even know what the framing means. I didn't watch the era, man. I stopped. I gave up in WWE in 2001. I went to TNA, and I was purely TNA until like a year ago.
Long gone.
Well, he just debuted in TNA, didn't he?
I stopped. I
Yeah,
checked out.
Weekly
Oh, dude, it's so good now.
I know. I stuck to the
I'm
hard.
telling Bravo you don't watch the product.
Now it's popular. I don't want to do it.
Oh,
I might go to AEW now. Nobody likes it.
It's Jump the Shark.
That's too popular now.
We need to bring back the grittiness, the grind back, right, Trent?
Bring back the 6 sides.
I missed those days, man. The early days.
God, Trent, I feel bad, but you like what you like. I get it. Things come and go. Wrestling is forever, though. Okay, 7 to 9. 7 to 9. Both of these questions are going to be worth 2. No lifelines. Tell Brian thank you, and for the quick response. Usually, I think even in the quick texting, it probably would have. That was within like a minute or something. That was fair because it was texting.
It was quick though. It was quick.
It was quick. You did really well. Okay, 7 to 9. Both are going to be worth 2. We're going to start off with Trent. This theme is AAW history. AAW history.
This is
end the game right now. The difference is the bonus round. The difference is Road Dogg with the European Championship.
All right, fuck.
Have-
Owen, man. I'm a big Owen Hart guy.
He had every other belt in the Attitude Era.
Hardcore. He had the hardcore.
Intercontinental for like 2 weeks.
I got an
Ended
Owen
at
Hart.
WrestleMania 15.
I know. I got an Owen Hart like little art drawing on my fridge right there.
Does he have the European title on in it too?
No, he's just kind of going.
Yeah. I almost wrote an Owen Hart botch promo question, and I was like, I can't. Trent is gonna.
Was it gonna be the kicked your leg out of your leg?
Kicked your leg out of your leg. Yeah, I almost wrote that.
I use it on commentary all the time, and I remember Josh Alexander pointing it out. Popping so hard.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I was like, this is way too close to the Hart family. I can't write this one. Trent's good. I didn't know. Now I'm learning more about Tyler, basically knowing everything, but I know, I guess, a little bit more of what he mostly likes. I guess I don't know, Sean. Okay, AAW history. We're gonna go to Trent first.
Okay.
This is to tie the game, so you're gonna need to tie it, and then if Tyler's question is missed, it goes to OT. Okay, we'll do another bonus round. But Trent needs to hit this, and he needs to hope for some luck in Tyler's question. Okay. All right. AAW history for 2 points for Trent, the defending champion. In 2015, Eddie Kingston defeated Silas Young at the Berwyn Eagles Club to retain the AAW heavyweight title. What was the name of that event where he defeated Silas Young?
Holy shit. Oh my God. How much time do I have to answer this?
30 seconds.
God damn. Oh man. Okay. He said retain. Was it retain or
yeah, retained?
Fuck. Chaos Theory. Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Damn it. Oh, it's incorrect.
Nope, that is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
And it goes to Tyler to steal.
2015. Eddie Kingston defeated Silas Young. Oh God.
I was there. I know I was there. I just don't remember the event.
I'm gonna say defining moment. Final answer.
Also incorrect.
Damn. What was it?
This was, I believe, the 11-year anniversary of AEW Epic.
Was it Epic? Oh,
Yeah.
the blue poster. I think it was the blue poster with a blue background. I think that's the one. Damn.
Tyler looks to me like he's fact checking me right now. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
I did write it while I was working today, but
I got a text.
okay. Okay. AAW Epic 11-year anniversary.
It was. I'm looking at it's the bluish background. Fuck. Yes, I was there. That's exactly the poster I was imagining too. Damn.
That's a tough one. It's tough. The show names and like what took place where, unless it was like a WrestleMania, is tough because there's so much filler shows in any promotion in between like your big ones. That's tough. I remember I asked you like on this ROH show what happened. You're like, you know, I like all the matches kind of blend together, you know, so I get it. That's a tough
You know what's
one.
funny? I Googled it real quick and just see the poster, and IMDb came up. It's listed on IMDb. And it's got release date March 21st, 2015, English, production company, box office budget $94,445. Man, what a gate! What a gate! $94,000 at the whole.
Okay, Trent. I love that you're looking stuff up though, but you could steal Tyler's question and send in an OT. So I need you to click off.
Oh, it's on my phone.
Okay, I love you though. Oh, thank you.
Oh, hands are here. I'm off.
Okay. In case there are any other posters. Okay. This is Tyler to end the game. If it's stolen, it's worth 2 points. We go into OT. Okay, you're not dead yet. All right, for Tyler, 2 points. In 2016, Sami Callihan defeated Eddie Kingston for the AAW heavyweight title at 115 Bourbon Street. What was the name of that event?
Oh. I'm gonna say shit. Killers Among Us. Final answer.
Oh, that's a good answer, I think.
That's incorrect.
No.
I'll start the time to steal now. Do you need the question again?
Yes, we're done.
Okay. 2016, Sami Callihan defeated Eddie Kingston for the AAW heavyweight title at 115 Bourbon Street. What was the name of that event?
Was it Scars and Stripes?
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
That is incorrect. We have a new champion, Tyler Volz. That is AEW's The Art of War. AEW's The Art of War.
Yeah, but we just
9 to
failed our
7.
company history.
I know. That's holy. Well, wait. In fairness, come on. There's so many damn shows. Like, come on.
He's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be pissed. Holy, that's what we botched on.
Champion
Well
of
played,
trivia,
Tyler.
he's gonna-
Well
he's gonna
played.
Dock my pay.
Oh yeah.
There is a ton of shows. I knew it was gonna be a little tougher. The difference was the bonus round, maybe not doubling another round earlier, but then again, like Tyler could have as well, and then it's a 2-point difference. But well done, guys. I mean, I know I need to step up my game now. I mean, I think you guys both impressed on trivia.
Well, just give us AAW history. Clearly, we're that's the something. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, watch. Here's two of the producers of the company, and they know nothing about the company.
No, I those are tough because you guys remember being there. You remember the match, right? Like how you felt after the match.
I was there.
I will say, to be fair, both of those were before my time.
Okay.
Oh,
I was there.
But I
was
still
there.
would have gotten them wrong 100%. I've called, probably 5,000 matches in my career. I don't remember half the show names. I have to write them all down every single time.
Yeah. Okay. So so maybe you start in 2017.
I was the end of 2017. Yep.
Okay, that's when I started to kind of come. I think I was like maybe March 2017 is my first show or something. But basically, like, yeah, I was.
Well, I did like 3 AAW Vanguard shows in like 2015, 2016, whenever those were. And then I started full-time commentary at the end of 2017.
Okay. Cool. Well, Chris, did you have anything to say? What do you think?
no, I was just looking at the AEW. So I had to look up the blue poster that Trent referenced, and I don't think we were both around AAW during 2015, but 2016 we were there at the Art of War for sure.
2016.
I'm pretty sure. Yes, for that Art of War show. At least I know it was. I recognize the poster.
My first show was the Mick Foley show. What was that? That'd be a good trivia.
The Mick Foley show?
Yeah. That's the one I missed. That is one I missed due to something. I was traveling or something. I remember not being there for that one.
I remember going to that Mick Foley show, and then the next day, that same night, 1 a.m., I flew out to California for a Lucha Underground show.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Oh, Art of War. Yeah, that's like the Sammy and that was the bill. And Sammy came back at the Classic.
Yep.
2015.
After the.
Yep, and we built to this one.
My man, Lewis Linden, Chris Sabin, Dick Justice was on that show. Man, this is a great show. Dan Lawrence.
But Sammy's return was epic at the Classic, and then a couple months later, it was him and Kingston. That was a great build though. That was a really great surprise.
Oh man, him coming through the crowd like fresh off, and he got released like 2 days prior.
Yeah.
It looked great. That show was my first one with the company, so I was still pretty pretty raw, pretty new going in.
Trevor Lee versus Joey Janela.
Oh yeah, we had them all.
Whoa.
Man. We had them all. We had 'em.
AR Fox versus Matt Cage.
Oh,
Yeah.
the money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gargano and Ciampa.
So my first show was
Abyss,
actually
Kongo Kong.
Unstoppable 2016 was my first show.
Okay.
So that was the end of 2016. So that had Hero and Pentagon when the ring snapped that we just put up on YouTube for free. So
It's on
anybody
there.
watching or listening to this, go on our YouTube channel, watch that match for free.
I love the Penta's debut was. I don't know if you guys watched WWE. Did you even see Penta's debut or at least the highlights of it?
Yeah, I've watched everything since they've been on Netflix. It's been fantastic.
Too many commercials though, but I think like I could see myself watching Penta's stuff there, but I feel like it's a lot of commercials.
Yeah. Well, the fact that they just teased him and Steiner's kid last night.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Or the
just
belt, right?
Giddy, because that's going to be incredible. Because
They're not going to strap him up this soon, are they?
No, I don't think they would. I mean,
I don't think so.
But maybe they would because they've already, Steiner's kid's already lost. So it's not like he's got like this massive undefeated thing. And truthfully, the reactions Penta's getting, his merchandise is moving right now. I think they would be smart to strike while the iron's hot. I think that it would get an incredible reaction. I don't think anybody would see it coming either. But
Where would that be? What would that like? I guess if it's in a predominantly Hispanic town or city, I feel like they might. I feel like if you can get like that San Jose crowd was behind them, if they're doing this in like Texas or something.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's tough to put, I wouldn't put it off till
Not
Maine.
at the Rumble in Indiana.
Oh, he should be in the Rumble, right?
He's in the Rumble.
Okay.
Penta's in the
He
Rumble?
confirmed
Yeah.
Yeah, they announced that he's in the Rumble.
I don't know. I wouldn't do that. He's not going to win.
No,
He's not
going.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious to see where this stuff with Chad Gable goes, if that's bringing back Aleister Black, or, what that is, but hopefully.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 destroyer onto Gable. Shout out to Gable for taking that the way that he did. And
oh God, Chad Gable
that was
is
beautiful.
hands down the most underrated talent they have in that company right now.
Yeah.
He is tremendous at everything.
Well, Tyler, congrats. New champ.
New champ.
All you thought,
Old
all you
champ.
thought,
Trent, you played pretty much almost flawlessly, except for the
Road Dogg screwed me, man. I knew I should have gone. Gut instinct was Owen Hart. Should have gone to Owen Hart. We would have had a tie.
You should go on Twitter and yell at Road Dogg. Jesse James, you piece of shit. Why did you never win the European
You
title?
son of a bitch.
Oh, he'll chirp back, I'm sure.
I'm sure he would.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That is it. Tyler, we're gonna do more wrestling trivia this year. Trent, obviously, we'd love to have you back as well.
I mean, I think we just do me and Trent every week. It's entertaining.
We could do that. I could try. We could do a rematch. I could try and write something, just like way harder.
Just all AAW history, bro. That'll be challenging enough.
Yeah, force us to study our catalog is what it will do.
It's not the worst idea. I feel like we could find some hidden stuff.
Our history is pretty awesome. I mean, there's so many people on TV from our history. You know what I mean? Like, we have a great history. So I mean, to talk AAW history would be a lot of fun.
We could even do like themes too. Just like this wrestler has used this theme for like many years, and you associate like when you hear this theme on the radio, or whatever, you think of that wrestler. Like we could do something like that.
What's you guys' favorite AAW entrance theme song? The two of you, Chris and Charlie.
Hands down. I'm not even gonna let Charlie answer that first.
Yeah.
Champas.
Psycho Killer. Yeah.
How do you?
Psycho
So
Killer.
I don't think you can beat that, but I think like there's very few. Man, I don't know the feeling of Sammy's theme and followed directly by JT Davidson's voice. That is so hard to beat from like an adrenaline standpoint.
Yeah.
So difficult to beat. So it's like I would kind of put like you need like the voice with that too.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, anytime Sammy's music hit when I was on commentary, it's like I knew that I was gonna see it. Like that always amped me up. What about you, Trent? What's yours?
My favorite is ACH's.
Okay.
For some reason, when that
Show goes on,
that's a
right?
good one.
Oh yeah, when that song hits,
Yeah.
it feels like I feel like I'm in the stands. My fan days are back. It's just something very nostalgic about that song. I always, as contentious as he could be at times, ACH, something about him always felt like AAW. Like when I saw him, it felt like home. It felt like it was AAW. Like something about our vibe was with him. And it sucks that he's so up and down with certain things, but
Yeah.
when that song would hit, like, dude, sometimes it would like, not to sound like a nerd, but like when he would come back, it would get me emotional because it was like we saw his rise too. And he went from like a rookie to like the heavyweight champion, and he was so synonymous with us. Like he didn't work for anybody else. So synonymous with AAW that he was one guy that I was like, man, sometimes it could really drive you crazy. But man, when you saw him work and do his thing, and especially like his title era, and that theme just always hits me right in the heart.
Yeah. Oh man, that's probably the most emotional I've ever gotten calling a title win was when he beat Phoenix for the belt. And
that was LaSalle, right?
Yep.
That was LaSalle, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no, I agree with you completely on that. You know, I mean, it's just the rise of, you know, taking a Greyhound bus from Texas up to Chicago to wrestle a 2-minute pre-show match.
Crazy stuff.
Becoming the AAW champion it's crazy. It's amazing.
That stuff's those are the stories that, as exposed as wrestling can be sometimes, as much as we know, those things are still really special. You know, like the Ren Jones thing, just him being in the main against Matt Riddle is awesome. You know, pre-show guy, basking, you know, coming for a shot. You know, just seeing guys like Manders come up from pre-show to title holders, and you know, Mance. I remember Mance was on a Run the Ring crew with Merle at one point years ago. I mean, he was just carrying stuff in on the ring. I mean, it was nuts.
Man, so I remember a young Mance Warner sliding into my DMs on Facebook, asking me how to get. He was training with Billy Rock at the time, and he was like, "How can I get on AEW?"
Think about that. I think I just debuted on TNA just the other day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, and his win when he had everybody jump in the ring. I mean, that stuff's awesome, man. Hey, look at this. All right, Tyler. So anyway, let's talk.
Oh man, I'll peel back the curtain on that one. That was a day where we had somebody that unfortunately couldn't make the show, and we were sitting at the bar in Bourbon Street. What do we do? Yeah. And it was a debate. We were debating between Killer Cross and putting the title up, and I said, why don't we just put it on Mance?
That's pretty awesome.
Because he was doing the Good Brother #3 at the time.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, let's try it. Let's see how it goes. And that's an all-time moment. That picture is. Yeah,
that's a Basil photo, and that's probably my favorite. He's taking a lot of pictures, but that photo sums it all.
That's when everybody went into the ring, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Were you guys there?
Yep.
Did you get into the ring?
I was there. I lost a couple.
I don't go to
pins out of
shows.
my
I
hat.
remember.
You lost your hat? Is that what you said?
A couple pins because my hat. I used to have a bunch
of
wrestling pins. I lost a couple pins there, but yeah, it was fun. And I'm like, Merle's the guy, but I'm like, this ring is that gonna hold us all of us here? But it did.
If you looked at Merle, he was just looking like the ring, like, fuck.
Everyone get out.
Just hear wood cracking.
Oh yeah, no, he's got good rings. I will say, for the most part, he's got pretty good rings because that thing did help. That held up pretty good. But,
all right. AAW trivia next time.
Yes. We should do that. We should do it with purely AAW trivia, so we have a bit of a challenge because clearly that's a challenge for us.
Yeah. I need to dig deeper on the other stuff, or find eras that you missed, or we just do straight AAW. I think AAW is a good idea.
AAW trivia is always fun. Hell, even any Chicago wrestling at all. Yeah, I mean,
it'll be kind of cool. Yeah,
it's always kind of cool. But I mean, hopefully, this coming Friday we see some new answers to some new trivia questions. I mean, Chi-Town Rumble only comes around once a year. It's going to be a banger of a night. I'm looking forward to it. Getting Mike Bennett back in the house that night on top of everything that's already been announced, and all the stuff that's still to be announced. I mean, we have tag team champions that their match hasn't even been decided yet. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Fun stuff coming on this Friday. So yeah, if you're joining us, guys, whoever's listening to this, definitely come out, rub it in my face that I lost, go shake Tyler's hand that he won. He's a new champ. But petition for me to have at least 9 more appearances before this show retires at the end of the year.
Well, yeah, you at least have a contractual obligation to a rematch.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Ponder on that segment. Ponder on that segment, Trent. We can pop you in for 10 minutes. You do your Trent thing segment, and then you'll pop out.
Deal.
Love it. Okay, Chris, you can take us home.
Yes. Well, this has been great. This is awesome. Hopefully, Two Heels on a Face makes an appearance at AAW this Friday. But anything else, Two Heels and a Face. You can find us at twoheelsandAface.com, social media, Instagram, Facebook. Check us out. Moving our way to Blue Sky. Two Heels and a Face.
Yeah, I got to do that. I'm still on that.
We're working on that.
We're working on that. I got to curate the list so I can follow people on Blue Sky and make sure people know we're not going to be around on Twitter, et cetera, et cetera. So,
cool. All right. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for doing Trent things. Thank you for Tyler keeping that voice and that excitement throughout all those broadcast calls. So appreciate you. And we'll have you on another time before the end of this year for sure.
Yeah, trivia for sure.
Thanks, guys. Always a pleasure.
All right.
Thank you guys for having me. I can look forward to defending this championship again soon.
Congrats.
See you guys
later.